All right, and you just heard Chamber Rook by Beastie Boys off their, I believe their second album, Paul Boutiques. I've been listening to a lot of Beastie Boys recently. I just really like that whole New York style boom bap rap music. And then we heard "Theme from New York, New York" by Frank Sinatra, which I am still celebrating because the Giants beat the Eagles finally. The, the one of the worst teams actually did something good for once. I was not surprised. I was not expecting them to win. I was straight up expecting my team to lose because my team's been pretty bad so far. So maybe there is good things that happen in life. I don't know. I can't find a better paying job, but I can rest assured knowing that the Giants beat the Eagles. That's all I care about. It was like what 34-17 or something like that. Oh geez, Scatterbo with like 3 touchdowns. That was beautiful. I mean, the kid's brain's gonna be mashed potatoes in like 3 years, but 5 touchdowns already in this season. I am very much looking forward to his career, and also you have Jackson Dart, obviously. Save me, white boy Dart. Beautiful, beautiful game that was. Good afternoon, listeners. Coffee Noise. I'm your host DJ Marlin. If you can't believe it, it is Wednesday once again. How are we doing out there, listeners? Today is the 15th of October, 2025. I don't know what week we're on. We're like what week 6 or 7? I don't really know. I don't really keep up. All I know is I have assignments due tomorrow from my global political economy course. I'm pretty sure I have a good idea. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a good grade on that one. It was kind of difficult to write it out, so to finalize it, but I think it's a good one. I think I wrote like a really good paper for that class. Hopefully so. Hopefully, because it's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But, oh jeez, that game on Sunday though. I was not expecting the Bills to lose to the Falcons. Yeah, Monday. Also, the old logos they use, they just look ugly. Like the old Bills logo, just little red Buffalo Bill. Buffalo doesn't look good. And the Atlanta Falcons old logo, ugh, disgusting. Good thing they both went for the redesign. I know the Bills is the older ones, like from what redesigned '71, I think, sometime in the '70s. But also, yeah, the Jets losing. At this point, I think the Jets should just fire their head coach because how are you this bad? You haven't won a single game. I thought you were gonna win against the Broncos on Sunday. I think they were playing in London, and I was at work already, so I didn't really get to see the game. But I had my headphones on. I was listening to like the radio show, like doing play-by-plays. Jeez, how are you that bad? It's kind of depressing. I'm sorry. I know New York Jets is a more working class team in New York, but like, it's just so bad. It's not even funny to make fun of it. It's painful. So I mean, I'm always gonna go for the Giants. I'm a big Giants fan. Go Big Blue, and then Bills are pretty good, but the Jets, shame. Shame. I know. There's some degenerate gambler out there who's gonna put his entire life savings on the Giants winning a game. I hate to tell you this, buddy. They're not gonna win. They're just not. You have a better chance. You have a better chance of winning the lotto than you do of betting that the Jets are gonna win their next game. I forgot who they're playing against next. I want to say it was Carolina, the Carolina Panthers. That'll be interesting to see. I kind of also want to like see what I really am focused to see if they're gonna win. If they don't, yeah, they just have to fire their head coach. There's no way y'all are this bad. There just can't be no way. But I guess they are. Anyways, we're going to get the next 2 tracks right now. We're going to listen to Life So Wonderful by The Armed, and we're going to listen to Just Like a Baby by Sly and the Family Stone. Kind of a different mix. We have like more of a hardcore punk noise to 70s soul music. I just like soul music. I listened to a lot of that lately. Anyways, let's get back into the music right now. This is The Armed, and that was Just Like a Baby by Sly and the Family Stone. I think that album, There's a Riot Going On, is kind of like an essential like 70s soul R&B album. I think everyone should listen to. Although I don't think it's their best. I think their best one's more like their later work, but it's more their. It's when Sly went very off the rail, very experimental psychedelic sound. which I personally like. I know a lot of people don't really like weird music. I mean, I like the weird collaborations Yoko Ono and John Lennon had. Like one of my favorite tracks is Cambridge 1969. If you've ever heard it, it's basically just Yoko Ono making random weird noises while Lennon's doing feedback from his guitar amp. It's like 26 minutes of like torture and pain, but I personally think it's one of my favorite tracks from the album. I think it was from their second collaboration album. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, I think listening to weird music is also important to do. If you ever get the chance, listeners, listen to "Philosophy of the World" by the Shags. It is argued as one of the worst albums of all time, but also one of the best albums of all time by people like Zappa, Frank Zappa, what's his name from Nirvana. Kurt Cobain said it was one of his favorite albums as well. And I listened to it. It's very random, and also the story behind how the band formed. It's very out there. The father had this vision that his three daughters were gonna start like a world famous pop band. So he grabs his three daughters, gave them random instruments, and forced them to play. So it's very difficult music. I mean, you have this track, My Pal Foot. It's all very disjointed and whatnot. I might just play that next week just to entertain you all. But wow, it's not an easy album to listen to whatsoever. But I think it's still good. I think the more that an album scares you, should be looked into more. But then again, it depends like what you consider as weird. I mean, most people think of me listening to Merzbow while studying or reading in the library, where he's just making random harsh noise from his guitar pedals and amps. That would be considered weird. Me liking Deathbed Records was weird because it's just harsh noise music. Or even just free jazz. Like I love free jazz. Albert Ayler is one of my favorite jazz artists. And yeah, I don't know where I'm going off with this. I think I'm just kind of rambling right now on top of my head. That's probably it. Anyways, listeners, what was I gonna say? Forgot already on top of my head. Ain't that something already? Well, listeners, we can get right back into the music right now. I have the next track right now. We're gonna be listening to. Forgot the name of the track. We're gonna be listening to "Rose Tinted World" by the collaboration album "When No Birds Sang" by Full of Hell and Nothing. It's this weird, not weird. It's more shoegaze, metal-inspired album. Really great album. I want to get it on vinyl. Just haven't gotten around to it. I haven't really bought any vinyl records in about like a year or so. That was about the last record I bought, which was no, it hasn't been a year. It's only been maybe a few months. The last one I bought was a Paretsky album. It doesn't get cold in November anymore. I think that's called. It's ambient drone music. I love that kind of stuff. Anyway, listeners, we're gonna get right back into the music because I can't dance on my head right now. Anyway, listeners, it is 9:23. When I come back, I'll be near the halfway of the show. So let's ride the track. This is Rose Tinted World. And we are back, listeners. It is 12:33 in the afternoon. How are we doing out there, listeners? A thought that came with me when I went to the gas station this morning to get my morning coffee. Some people have no respect for the coffee machine. It's gonna take time for the coffee machine to work. It's not gonna be instantaneously. I don't know. It's like you expect coffee when it comes out, like the actual coffee, not all fancy, So there was this person in front of me. She got her coffee and she says it's too harsh. Did you not see what bean you picked? You picked the harshest bean flavor, the ultra dark roast. It's gonna have a harsh flavor. No respect for the coffee machine, and it's kind of irritating me right now. I had a good coffee. I have those little caramel macchiato things they have there at the gas station. It's Stripes, pretty good. I can definitely go for that once again. Probably why I have a bit more of a energetic boost right now, but to each their own. Really, I'm just right now looking at my emails right now. I'm looking for a new job right now, listeners. That is fun. I don't know. I'm gonna miss my current job, not because of the job itself, because I really don't like it. You know, I'm basically a manager with like, yeah, I don't really care for it. I am gonna miss the people that I work with because yeah, because they made it fun for like the year and a half I've been back there already. Yeah, I really wasted like 3 years at that place. I worked there in high school, so a lot of my coworkers say that I'm old. I mean, technically I am older than them, but I'm only 22. But I have really bad eye bags, so that's always fun. Not really for me though, for pretty obvious reasons. I don't want to look that old. But you know what? It is what it is, and that's about it. Anyways, let's start reading into the next track right now. We're going to be listening to track 2022-02-14 by Ryuichi Sakamoto. This was released I think, released. The album 12 was released about a month before he died, and I want to say 2022, if I'm correct. It's a very haunting ambient project. I mean, obviously, he started off with the band Yellow Magic Orchestra, I believe in the 70s and 80s. Then after that broke up, he went to his own solo career. If you ever get a chance, especially in the holiday season, go ahead and watch the movie Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. It has David Bowie in it. Fantastic movie. Sakamoto is an actor in the movie and also does the soundtrack. Really beautiful soundtrack. Soundtrack that's one of the only few Christmas albums I listen to because I don't really do anything for Christmas personally. Or Thanksgiving. Like Thanksgiving, I mainly just watched the football game. And then for Christmas last year, what did I do last year? Or the year before that, it was like 90 degrees, so I kind of just went outside, walked my dog, played some Madden, my brother's PlayStation, and just went back to sleep. Maybe I should start doing more for the holidays now. I don't know. Anyways, this is the track right now. This is 2022. Talk about like a haunting track that is. It reminds me almost like the weird. Not weird, that's the wrong word to say. Almost like the dark ambient soundtrack of Silent Hills. That's right. I never really play that much video games, which a lot of my coworkers give me like a lot of stuff about. Because like, what do you do with your free time? I have no free time. That's the reality of being a grad student. You don't really have any free time to do anything really. So you kind of just get busy doing your work or anything like that. But you know, it's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? You know. I personally don't think it's that bad, but I know some people they want to have some manner of, oh, I still want to do what I don't want to do. Yeah, it doesn't really work out like that, buddy. Hate to say it, but you know what? To each their own. It's not that bad, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, that's how I view how I spread out my free time. It's usually just between like school, then work, then my personal life, friends, my relationship. But I think it's good. I think it's really important to listen to weird music. Gives you a fresh outlook on music. I was going to the last few tracks of today. We're going to finish off with some Midwestern emo from, I believe, the late 90s, folk music from the 70s, and then a final drone track from the 90s. So we're kind of jumping back and forth for a few genres. We're going to listen to the track The Good, the Bad, and the Blind by the Van Pelt, Avalanche by Leonard Cohen, and then the final track we'll be listening to is Surrogate Drone by Swans off their seminal album Soundtracks for the Blind, which I'm lucky to have on CD, signed by the man himself, Michael Jura. So I still want to get it on vinyl, but then it'd be kind of weird. Like it's one of those vinyl records I can't really play out loud because no one wants to listen to it because it's weird. But I do, so you know what? You gotta deal with that. So let's get on track right now. This is The Good, the Bad, and the Blind. That's going to wrap it up for this week's show, as always. As always, you can find this week's playlist on both Apple Music and Spotify by following me on Instagram at Watford2000, Watford.jpg. And final thought before I let you go. Orange juice is pretty good, but I think apple juice is still better. Bye-bye.